Welcome to Flicks on Tap.
Welcome to Flicks on Tap, folks.
I feel like I shouldn't have yelled into the mic.
That's okay. Okay.
I hope it doesn't like peak the audio and kill
Oh,
everyone.
no, we're good. We see these big old things right here.
Yes, sir.
These big old what do you call these things? I don't even know what they're called. Pop filters.
Wind. Something.
Wind helpers.
Okay.
Giancarlo stoppers.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. Welcome,
Anyways,
friends.
Welcome to Flicks on Tap, a show where we talk about movies and beer.
And everything in between.
Yes. So, we have a pretty cool show going for you today. We're going back to our roots with our glassware. If you're watching the video, you can see the Spiegelau are back. And we do that for the flavor profile. That's I'll get back into that again, a little bit of a recap when we start talking about them. But today's episode, we're going to be reviewing 2 beers, as always. And at the same time, we're going to be bringing up a movie that got nominated for quite a few awards, Maestro, from Bradley Cooper. His second directorial effort. So we'll get into that a bit. We'll get into some other movies in between for sure. We're going to talk about the Oscars because that announcement was just made and there was some snubs in there.
Ooh, yeah.
And other than that, let's get going with our beer.
Okay.
We start every episode letting you guys know.
Ooh.
And today we're going with Smog City Brewing Company's California Love.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Double
sir.
hoppy red ale. We thought this one would be cool to talk about the Oscars and award season just because Hollywood's in California.
Cali, baby.
And
this is actually from, too. It's from Amarillo. I think that's Southern California.
no, that's the hops, dude. It's from Torrance.
Dude, I was trying to pretend that I play
That's
that
the hops,
cool.
bro.
Hold on. It's from Torrance. Yeah, Torrance. So I lived in El Segundo for a little bit. That was like 15 minutes away from El Segundo.
Yeah.
I feel like
Torrance?
there's a city that sounds like Amarillo, though.
I think that Camarillo, maybe? I don't know.
Camarillo. Yeah, never mind. Whatever.
But dude, Torrance, whenever I hear that name, it makes me think of Jackie Brown. You ever seen that movie?
No.
That is a banger of a movie. It was filled, a lot of it, like the main awesome, cool scene takes place at the Del Amo Fashion Center, which is the mall there in Torrance.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, dude, that movie is phenomenal. It was Quentin Tarantino's 3rd movie, starring Pam Grier. Robert De Niro was in there. Sam Jackson was in there. Chris Tucker was in there.
So I want to go back to that, but I was there. I don't know what movie they were filming for, if it was a commercial, but I was at that same mall.
Oh, that's
and
sick.
I watched them. They had this huge. There was some scene being shot. It was a huge production with some dance choreography going on. I never found out what it was, but it was a trip. Apparently,
cool.
a lot of movies have been filmed there. But
yeah, my brain.
That's cool.
Whenever I hear Torrance or Del Amo, I just think Jackie Brown, and that is a great movie. If you've seen it,
check it out.
No, we'll watch it for this show eventually. We're gonna do a lot of Tarantino episodes, as you know. I just love all of his movies.
yeah, no, absolutely. I wonder what his favorite beer is.
I feel like he'd go for some light beers that we wouldn't
Think
really
so?
like. Yeah, he just seems like an old school kind of guy. He's older. He's in his 60s, 50s now. I don't know, but I feel like he'd go for a classic like Miller Coors, don't you think?
Totally, I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see it. So we're coming in. We're clocking in at 7.7 tonight.
7.7% alcohol is what it's referring to.
There you go. I wanted to try give it a shot saying some numbers because I never really say the numbers.
No, you don't. It's always my
So I'm sorry. Did I just swoop you?
No, I'm glad you're doing it.
Okay,
dude.
thanks, dude.
Taking the reins.
Wanted to branch out.
There we go.
Yeah, check it out.
Smog City Brewing, Torrance, California. The art is cool. I don't know. It might say the artist on here somewhere, Evan. We should see if we can find it because I see that he did sign the artwork at the bottom, but it's too small to make out. But it's cool. It's the California Bear logo, but not logo.
There's a lot to say about this can.
Yeah, there is a lot. There's hops. There's oranges. So I'm gonna predict there's gonna be some orange flavor in there. It's gonna be a real what do you call it? Citrusy beer, which is strange for a red ale. But I'm assuming it's because there's citra hops in there.
Well, you already hit the nail on the head, so I'll read the bottom of this blurb here. It says, I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's long, but the last part says, experience quintessential California flavors of bright citrus, ripe berries, and oak alongside a juicy malt character and a powerful hoppy punch. California in a can.
Oh, yeah. All right, so let's, I just took a sip,
Well
but let's
said.
cheers it.
Cheers, dude. This is very dark beer. Wow. Or dark looking. These colors are crazy. Because last week we were talking about bronze colors. This is like...
It's a red, so I was expecting this, but it's
okay.
It's real brown. It's really dark brown, yeah. And then Yeah, so I'm picking up on those malty notes that you mentioned the most. Malt and oak, that's aggressive. It does say it's aggressive on here. Actually,
So-
it says to aggressive hopped red ale. So interesting.
What is malt? Can you explain that to me?
It's like wheat in a sense. It's
Okay.
like a grain of some kind, but that's what they use in like those lighter beers. That's why you get that bready taste in there.
Yeah.
And these red ales always have that real strong, and this one definitely does as well. I'm honestly not picking up too much of the hops, which is a little disappointing. It's more complex than your regular red ale, that's for sure.
Okay.
But at the same time, I just feel like it's not. I wouldn't really advertise the hoppiness to it too much. It's not
Yeah.
exceptionally hoppy, but it's a very good red ale. Very good red ale.
Well, the bear. Okay. Well, going into the can, the bear you'll see if you don't have a visual in front of you, the bear is being like you see some hops coming out of the bear. You see it's kind of mechanical. You see eyes popping out with hearts. So the bear, I think the bear is looking for something or looking at something, probably a beer.
California, dude. California
it's looking at
loves-
California.
I don't know.
I didn't. No, you're probably right. That makes sense. I didn't put the love part together. Yeah, it's cool, dude. This is a cool can.
Yeah.
Really cool.
I'm liking it. It's a
So-
good beer. It's a decent beer. I would say it's better than a lot of the stuff
Okay.
that we've had on the show, right? Like this is one of the higher ranking beers. I like a nice hearty beer. This one's nice and intense. Like I like the intensity of this one.
Okay.
It's
I like
not
the terms.
it's not too light, which I always said that on this show. I'm a fan of the heavier beers, and
Yeah.
there is a certain punch that this one packs.
Oh, nice. That's cool, man. Well, so okay, so far we're appreciating the can art. Overall, it's hitting the punch like you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's dive into if
You
know.
got some nice lacing though. Sorry,
Dude,
I had to.
no,
interject
that's
that.
cool.
Look at that.
You're always complimenting my lacing, dude.
I don't know, something about how you pour it, maybe.
I was watching Beer Snob on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
Shout out Beer Snob. If you guys, check him out. He's awesome. And he was doing this thing where he was pouring. He was like talking to the camera, and he wasn't even like it, just effortlessly pouring. And he was lifting
I've
it
seen
up,
how he does that.
but it was just high enough to where it seemed like it was doing something. I don't know what he was doing, but his pour was very high.
I gotta pay attention to that so I can try it out now.
I might. Hopefully, I'm not butchering what I'm saying, but yeah, I'm doing. Watch, he does the exact opposite of what I'm saying.
He's just like, this guy sucks.
I just wanted to shout him out. He's got a cool talking voice. And
Yeah, I like that
he's
guy a lot.
Cool.
Check him out on Instagram if you haven't, at
Yeah.
Las Vegas Beer Snob.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's super cool. But yeah, anyways, it's award season, so
Yes,
we've
it
been
is.
trying to watch a lot of these award movies. Last week, after we signed off, we watched Bradley Cooper's Maestro, which
Yes.
I had super high hopes for, and it didn't 100% live up to those hopes.
Why so? Tell us why.
So I was at the beginning of the movie, I was actually really into it. I thought I was gonna rewatch this movie before we talked about, like, just in clips here and there, so I'd have more to talk about. But by the end of it, I'd gotten bored with it, and I kind of didn't really want to revisit even what I liked about it. That's not to take away from what I did like, because what I liked was phenomenal. I do think, and I'm gonna stick by this, I think it should win Best Cinematography. The cinematography was absolutely stunning, gorgeous. Had this layer of complexity to it that really helped push the story forward. I'll give some examples later, but it was just such a well shot movie, and everything about it was beautiful. Even the aesthetics, the costumes were nice. The choices in editing were really cool, but the story was not there for me. I was expecting way more about this guy's career in music, and I get it. Bradley Cooper in interviews was saying he didn't want to do a biopic in that sense, but I just think you could have intertwined what this guy's whole life was about a little bit more into the movie,
Yeah.
especially given the fact that they called it Maestro, which is literally the title like given to a very good composer.
Yeah.
So you just kind of assume there's going to be some more music in there.
Well, let's so for listeners who don't know the backstory of this movie, you're talking about the life of Leonard Bernstein, and he's he's very well renowned composer and piano player, and man, yeah, apparently, I mean, I learned a little bit, not a lot, but I tried to learn some stuff about him, leading up to the movie, after the movie, and So a lot of his songs, like if you look him up, you'll probably hear his songs and they're really like well known. So part of why we're disappointed is because it'd be really interesting to see, the music side of that. How were those? What was that adventure? What inspired those crazy, beautiful compositions that you hear in a lot of movies and so many different plays?
But even coming from the perspective of like a film person, he scored on The Waterfront, which is one of like my favorite movies. If you look at my Letterboxd, it's really high up there in my personal favorite movies. It's a Marlon Brando movie from, I believe, like the late 50s. Anyways, fantastic movie. He scored it. How, as a film director, do you not even like pay homage to the fact that he had such a big imprint on film in general?
That's so interesting, man. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that is a classic movie. I love that movie. A lot of people who like film love that movie. And then to just not even include that he had anything to do with it, or really even show his like process. There's a couple scenes at the beginning where I was like, oh, this is cool. Like they're going to get into it. And then towards the middle, it focuses on this love story, which, I mean, it's a story that could be told, I guess. But like I said, in the context of it, it just felt like something was lacking.
Yeah, some things were omitted. That's interesting, dude. I don't remember you saying that. But you wrote that in your blog.
I may have. I can't remember. But I wrote it the day after because I just had so many thoughts flowing. That'll be at the link tree. My blog will be at the link tree in the Instagram bio at Flicks on Tap now officially. So at Flicks on Tap on Instagram, and you can get our YouTube, all our podcasts, little page to recommend us movies to watch, as well as the blog.
Hit us with that subscribe, please.
Yes,
hit us with that subscribe and share if you like.
But
yeah.
Oh, any thoughts you had, dude?
No. I'm just like, I appreciate your thoughts. This is where I love our perspectives on the movie because there's so many different takes. But yeah, somebody who a lot more about filmmaking than I do, and history and how it's done. I do, appreciate you bringing up those nuances that were omitted or that should have been addressed. But you had mentioned something, going back to Celebrations, you mentioned something about, or not something, you mentioned how the cinematography should be awarded.
I think so, 100%.
Can you tell us a little bit about why you think so?
So, okay, the first, it wasn't the first shot, but the movie opens on him as an old man speaking. It's in color.
Yeah.
And the aspect ratio is the common aspect ratio used today. That just means that the bars were at the top and the bottom of the screen, and they were very thin. However, once we realized that he's going back in time, he's reminiscing, aspect ratio switches to like the 1930s to 50s style aspect ratio, which is big bars on the side of the screen. So you have that tiny little square in the middle of your screen, and it's monochrome, which means just black and white. So I was like, that's awesome. This movie's going to tell me when we're in certain time eras based solely on the way that it was shot. And they definitely used 35 millimeter to shoot it. I think I heard Bradley Cooper mention that in interviews. So it looked gorgeous. But the first shot, when we go into this monochrome 1930s to 50s style, is just stunning. There's like a big window, and he's like in the shadows. He opens up the window. He jumps out of bed, and he's sprinting. And this camera is flying through just like this really intricately built set. So that's another thing I was saying, like the set design is phenomenal in the movie, but it's flying through, it's doing all kinds of crazy movements, just
How?
So it was like going above him. It went into this theater at one point. I'd have to rewatch it to be more specific, but it goes through this theater. It shows us this huge theater, and then Bernstein is standing in the center of the theater. This kind of is showing like how big of a character he is in this world of music. So I was like, this is really cool. They're shooting this in a way that really tells me who this guy is. Like the energy of the camera is matching his energy.
How do they make that camera work though?
Oh, dude, they had to have so many cranes and dollies and stuff.
So is it kind of like, could it be on like a, kind of like a, what do you call those things where like so it's like hanging on like a wire and it just kind of moves?
That's possible, honestly.
Some of them
was so crazy.
Air
I
shots.
Tell you. Yeah, no, it was flying.
It was
through.
cool. Very cool visual. As someone who doesn't know anything about cinematography, like I liked it a lot.
And it was
like,
fast paced. Like I said, it matched the energy of like the music that he was composing and stuff. I was like, this is gonna be awesome. This is such a cool music film. And then it wasn't a music film.
But he was using Bernstein's music.
So that is another aspect I thought was awesome. So he, in an interview I listened to with Bradley Cooper, he said how hard it was to edit the film because of the fact that he strictly used stuff from his catalog. So he edited around existing music that he felt told his story. So that's cool. I like that. But then they don't really address it, like I said.
Yeah.
So it's just something lacking. but it was really well done in terms of the camera work. This other shot that I really liked when later on he was fighting with his wife, and you're seeing the fight through this like garden canopy, and they're in the distance fighting, and they're kind of obscured by a fence. It just was like really cool because you're like an onlooker watching them from a distance, kind of just like spying on them. I thought that was really cool. That shot was awesome because like when you're normally watching a movie and you're watching people fight, you're like right next to them. You're just like in the room with them. But watching someone fight from a distance makes it a little more realistic, in my opinion.
Well, it's a nice flavor for this conversation. I like that.
Yeah. So they had little touches like that throughout that I thought were just like, this cinematography is phenomenal. I forget the cinematographer's name, Matthew something. Let me look it up because he needs a shout out. He's done some other work recently, but this was just so standout to me.
No, it was very beautiful. If you're looking for something that does keep you on your toes, I mean, it keeps you on your toes, but for half the movie, and then the other half of the movie gets slow.
It gets really slow, and it's like really focusing in on his wife. What was her name? Felicia, I believe.
Oh, I forgot.
See, it's just like
That says a lot right there.
Matthew Libatique is the cinematographer. Phenomenal.
Cool name. Matthew Lee, I like that.
But what was the wife's name now? Felicia Montalegre.
Felicia.
Yeah. So she was an actress, I guess, when they met or something like that.
Ow.
I heard that. You hit your tooth.
Dang. I'm okay. What if I just broke my tooth right now, on the camera? Oh man. All right. What beer would Bernstein? Not even like the actual Bernstein. What would he drink?
Well, as you mentioned, a lot of the times he was chain smoking those cigarettes a lot.
Oh, that's right. There was a lot of smoking.
He might have liked something real hearty like this. Maybe I could see him enjoying like a Guinness or a stout, a red.
Yeah, dude.
Another shot I just thought of that I really liked was that one scene where his wife sees him kissing that dude.
Yeah.
And then she runs away from him, and he gets framed in the doorway. And you can just tell he's super lonely. Like, he's framed in this doorway just perfectly in the center of it. There's people, like, walking around in the background. But the way he's framed and looking down, he just looks so defeated. I thought that was a really nice touch, too.
Can I pull up my notes real quick?
Yeah, do it. Evan was taking notes.
I wrote some stuff, and I didn't actually review them for the podcast.
Me neither. You sent them to me, and I didn't look at them. It reminded me of the shot in The Searchers of John Wayne. If you've seen it, it's a classic shot of him being framed in the doorway. And that's what that reminded me of. So I thought that was really cool. I love when movies will reach out to past movies just to kind of give them a little shout out. I think that's really awesome. That's why I really like Tarantino, because you catch stuff from all kinds of movies all the time. Stupid little things.
You told me to write down Sound of the Trees. Oh, no, that was just the Sound of the Trees in the movie was good? What
I don't know why you wrote that down.
Always has a cigarette in his hand.
Yeah, see, we mentioned that.
Alone in the doorway after wife sees kiss.
I saw that stood out to me because that framing was so cool.
He says in the movie, "My work and my life are clean." I wrote that down because it just sounded really powerful, and I don't know what the context for that was. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember him saying that, but
okay.
It is powerful if you like think about him, kind of just because of the fact that he was so like hidden about who he was.
Yeah.
So like saying that his life is clean, but he's like hiding this whole like other relationship the whole time, and then when his wife dies, I think you fell asleep at the end, huh? Because when his wife died and stuff. Were you like out?
I thought I was awake for most of it, but I know I wasn't asleep the whole entire second half, and for some reason I'm like spacing out on a big chunk of the second half right now.
Because it got so slow, dude.
It did.
I felt like nothing was really happening.
Which is ironic because I wrote in my notes that it had this fast-paced Chaplin vibes.
That was okay. I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about that. The beginning was so cool when they were right at the beginning of his like career or whatever you call it, his flashback, I guess. When there's that one scene, I forget, it's from a musical, but anyways, there's these sailors dancing, and at one point, Bradley Cooper becomes one of the sailors, or Bernstein does, and he's dancing in it, and I was like, this is so cool how they're doing this. It just really hits the vibe of like the style of movie that I wanted it to be, which seeing the trailers and stuff, I saw it was black and white. I saw that the aspect ratio was filmed in the style of movies from this era. I was like, if they do this right, this is going to feel like a really fun 1950s movies, and I think that's where I'm sad, is it wasn't fun. At the beginning, it was fun. The camera was flying. They were recreating scenes from musicals, and it was like this weird fantasy combination where he's in the musical while they're watching it, and like it just wasn't. It played with the realism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I was like loving it up until that point, and then when it started getting all serious about the relationship, I got bored. Like they could have kept that pace going too, but maybe maybe it could have just been the fact that that relationship was like tumultuous and they were kind of like not feeling it, and that's why the movie slowed down too. Which, if that's the case, it's kind of powerful to pass that message along through changing the whole vibe of the movie, but it doesn't make for an enjoyable movie. You get what I mean?
Especially when you start off so strong.
Yeah, exactly. The beginning, I was blown away. We both were. We were commenting to each other at the beginning like, this is good.
That's why I pulled my notes out. I was like,
yeah.
So,
because that fast-paced Chaplin vibe that you took down, all those notes are from like the very beginning of the movie.
and Bernstein talks fast. So he was like, he was doing
fast.
good, but
That's another thing. Bradley Cooper, so good.
he was a good actor.
He was unrecognizable.
very
The voice,
good. Yeah.
the voice was insane.
Makeup was good.
The prosthetic nose,
Yeah.
yeah. I heard there was controversy about that when the first images
Why?
were released, because it's like anti-Semitic, I guess, to make fun of a Jewish person's nose. But he
you
wasn't
have
making
to,
fun of
like,
it. Yeah,
he was trying to
exactly.
look like him.
Exactly. I don't agree with that. Whatever. But I
People
just
always gonna find something.
every time, yeah. Especially when you're going after a figure that is well known.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good movie overall. Something I'm wondering, and I would love to ask Bradley next time I see him. What was your process for, despite the movie slowing down? Obviously, it took a lot of talent to learn how to be a composer, right?
100%.
Because he was playing piano too. I mean,
Yeah, he was doing all kinds of cool musical
what
stuff.
did that look like?
So in an interview I watched, I think it was the interview I sent you.
the podcast.
Yeah,
interview?
I think it's from the New Yorker. If you wanted to look it up, just type in like Maestro, the New Yorker podcast, that radio hour or something. Anyways, he was talking about his process, and I guess the scene where he composed in the, what do you call it, in that cathedral.
Yeah.
That was my favorite scene.
Yeah.
And he mentioned how he was actually composing in that scene, right? And he said that they shot a whole day. Like, they dedicated the entire day to do this scene. And he said it didn't feel right. It never felt right. And he was like, it's over. We got it. We'll use it, whatever. And the next day he woke up and something like told him, like, let's try one more. And that last one was the one they used. And he just felt like it was perfect. Like, that was the culmination of the whole movie. And he said that he felt like he hit it, and that was everything he'd been practicing for, I think he said 6 years or something he was practicing to compose.
Gosh.
And he said that was it. That was like the moment that he felt like it was all worth
crazy.
it in that cathedral. And that scene was cool. And see, that's what I was saying is like, they interjected that randomly into the middle, like right after a fight scene. Him and the wife were fighting.
Good memory. I don't remember this. P.S.
And then that happens, and I was like, this is cool. I like this scene. And him and the wife hug at the end of it. They embrace. I was like, see, you can put more of these feel-good moments in while also communicating the realistic aspects that they had these arguments and stuff. But it was just like letdown after letdown. Then the wife got sick, and then she died, and I was just like, ugh.
Which ties me into La La Land, because I was writing that comparison, like, because that's another music movie. Obviously, it's not a biopic, but it's nice to be able to say, there's a
fun
powerful
movie
movie.
too, though. Sorry.
It's fun, and there are powerful moments.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I mean, I appreciate what you were saying about the give and take of it all. It's hard for me because I'm not, you know more about, I think, like movies in terms of like how they can mirror emotions, like
Yeah.
scenes and stuff. So, maybe there's an intention behind that, but
There definitely is. It just
think
didn't
so? Okay.
feel right. It just didn't feel right to me.
it makes me wonder, like, let's have a conversation with somebody who really loved it. Like, I'm really curious, like, listeners, like, who liked it?
I'm sure there's people out there who liked it because I didn't hate it. So that's what I'm
get you,
saying. I
yeah.
feel
It's
like
not
the
that we just liked
potential
it.
was there.
Yeah, so you'd like it.
I like it, but it didn't live up to what I wanted it to be. And I guess that's just kind of me like being selfish about it.
But do you think anybody
had
else was
hopes for
like,
it.
hey, I'm expecting it to be exactly as it was?
I saw a review on Letterboxd that was 4.5 stars, and the guy was like, "I love this. It mirrors my relationship or something." So
Subjectiveness there.
yeah, he was just like relating
guess
to
it's-
it.
I guess
So,
that's what it is.
I think, yeah, film is a very subjective thing to like, and that's what makes it hard to talk about it because, like you said, we might have a listener out there who loved it.
And there's people like me who I'm probably slightly influenced by your opinion. I'm not gonna lie.
You think so?
Yeah, because not because I don't have my own opinions and don't, can't formulate that, but it's just I was watching the movie with you. I know how you feel about movies. I think objectively I probably would have felt quite where we're at now.
Well, because you're a music guy. And
Yeah,
it didn't touch on
I
that
was
aspect.
disappointed. Yeah, you know what? I'm glad you brought that. No,
Yeah.
because I'm a music guy. I played in high school symphony for 4 years, so I loved I actually came into the movie wanting to see more of that stuff.
Well, that's why you're the one who brought that movie up to me, actually. And I know it's because you were waiting for the
Oh,
music.
that's right.
So, I mean, we both were disappointed in that. But like I said, it was a good movie. Maybe I wouldn't really like seek out time to rewatch it because I don't have that time. But maybe upon a rewatch where I'm expecting the story to go the way it did, I might enjoy it more. Because I know it's like in my top 5 movies right now, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. My first view, I was kind of like confused because it's like, whoa, what was that? My second view became my favorite movie. Like I was just like, this is phenomenal. So I don't know, maybe I would enjoy it more knowing what I'm getting into.
Seeing those nuances.
Yeah, but getting into it, being like, I'm about to watch this movie about a composer, but then it was a movie about love, was kind of like, it kind of blindsided me.
Yeah.
I was like, where the heck's the music?
And
then also the fact that, like I said, so I was researching Bernstein beforehand because I like to kind of know a little bit of the background before I watch a movie. And I see that he composed the score for On the Waterfront. And I was like, as a film person, they're going to bring this up. They're going to. And they never did.
Did he do West Side Story? Is that what I read?
Yes, West Side
So
Story.
we're talking big stuff, too.
That's why. And it's just not mentioned.
Yeah.
And like I said, you're making a biopic about love. I understand that. But to name it Maestro and then not touch upon his biggest accomplishments is a little weird.
Man, it makes me want to know too how the people who knew Bernstein or people who are just freaking amazing composers and love doing that, like how do they feel about this film and its depiction, you know?
That's a good point. I'm curious. So I did also hear that initially Steven Spielberg had the rights to this story, and when he gave them to Bradley Cooper completely rewrote it to feature this love situation. So I think it was initially more of a biopic situation. I think Bradley Cooper said something along the lines of Steven Spielberg saw A Star Is Born and was like, "You need to direct this movie."
And so he's like, "I need to do the love."
I think so. I don't know.
Because Star Is Born is very, well.
I haven't seen it. I actually need to watch it.
Dude, I'd watch that with you.
I want to because it looks good.
A lot of people watch that movie and they're like, "Oh, I can't watch this one again. It's too deep."
Is it? But I have no idea what it's about even.
Dude, in terms of the music scene, I think it is so raw with his depiction of what it's like to be like a famous musician. I think it's so cool. I love movies where you can see where they pull back the curtain on being famous in anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good, I do too. So I just want to talk about the awards it's nominated for upcoming. So it's got an Academy Award nomination for Best Picture, which no way. I don't see that happening in a million years. We got Oppenheimer, front runner.
Yeah.
I think this is a little controversial. I think Holdovers might be an upset in there. A lot of people really enjoyed Holdovers, like way more than they thought they would, and it's up there too. So I think that's a secret upset that might come up out of nowhere. Then we have Killers of the Flower Moon, which like I just have a soft spot for because of Martin Scorsese. I read the initial book and I loved it. So also another one. And then we have a couple other good ones, like Poor Things, I believe, is also in there, which is an Emma Stone, Willem Dafoe movie. And then we have this, which, like I said, good movie. I wouldn't call it a Best Picture. I mean, it's a Netflix movie, and Netflix makes great movies. They have a ton of nominations this year, actually, in the Oscars, which is cool. But it just doesn't feel like something that critics would like as much. Yeah. And then we have Best Actor in a Leading Role, which is Bradley Cooper, which he did a great job. But once again, we have Oppenheimer with Cillian Murphy. We have Holdovers with Paul Giamatti. I forget who else is nominated, but those two are the ones standing out to me right now the most.
I mean, I don't think I'd be surprised if he took Best Actor. He was very good.
I just don't think that, just like comparatively speaking to Oppenheimer right now, with the amount of nominations it got, the critics love it. You know what I mean?
And the critics are like, so the Oscars actually can you break down the Oscars for us? Because I feel like.
So there's like the Academy, there's the voters, it's the critics, and they're mostly based upon what the critics enjoy. That's why there's so many upsets and snubs this year. So like when a film tends to get more nominations generally, what happens is that it just seems that the critics like it all around more. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So the fact that Oppenheimer has, I think, 13 nominations, it just feels like they're going to be rewarding that movie from all different angles.
Okay, I always wondered like who pushes that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I always hear the Academy. I'm like, who the heck?
That's just a bunch of random people. When I did a theater class in college, my teacher was a member of the Academy.
No way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They send them screeners and they get to So it is really cool.
What an honor to be a part of that.
Yeah,
That's dope.
it is. Wow. But then they also got Academy Award for Best Actress in a Leading Role, Carey Mulligan, the wife. I didn't think she was that good. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
she did not stand out to me in that role. And
I wouldn't even remember her name.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Oh, poor thing, man. I feel bad.
I think that one's Lily Gladstone or Emma Stone for sure.
Yeah, man.
We need to watch the Emma Stone one. I haven't seen it. I'm just listening to the buzz. It sounds like Emma Stone. She won one of the best actresses, and Lily Stone won the other one. So it's kind of like neck and neck with those
Lily
two.
Stone?
Lily Gladstone, sorry.
Oh, is that her sister?
Killers of the Flower Moon actress.
Got you.
She's the first Native American to be nominated for Oscar.
That's awesome.
There might be some more specificities to that statement, but I'm not sure.
And, like in general, Native American?
That's what I'm saying. There might be some more specificities in terms of Native American woman or something. I'm not sure. Dude,
I always see pics. I see the pics of her and Leo, and I always wonder if they're like a thing now.
You mentioned that. I don't think so. Oh. I think they're just like promoting the hell out of their movie well. Yeah, their chemistry on the camera is nice. There's this picture of her going around from her yearbook in high school. It says most likely to win an Oscar.
Are you serious?
Yes. So I'm rooting for her, dude.
I'm rooting for her. She was a boss.
She was really cool. Dude. The thing they're saying though is that she didn't have much screen time, compared to like an Emma Stone in her movie Poor Things. So they're saying that might be what decides the winner.
But dude, that just shows how powerful she was because it felt like she did.
Because she was a powerful presence on the screen when she was there.
Yup.
She said so much with her eyes and her emotion. Dude, the scene in Killers of the Flower Moon where she's asking him if he's been poisoning her. Ooh.
I'm trying to remember the scene. You're better at remembering scenes than I am. I have to.
Dude, but that was okay. Snub right there. Leo DiCaprio didn't get a nomination for that performance at all. That's absurd.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
Nothing?
No. Not for the Oscars. He didn't get a Best Actor.
No way.
And then Killers of the Flower Moon didn't get a Best Adapted Screenplay nomination either, which is mind-boggling. People argue that it's not a good adaptation because it strays so much from the content, which I agree. But I think if Barbie can get a Best Adapted Screenplay nomination, Killers of the Flower Moon can.
Right.
What the heck, dude?
How are people? I wonder if people are heated about Margot Robbie not getting that nomination.
Oh, people are so mad. Same with Greta Gerwig.
Because the movie is supposed to be,
ironic,
lifting.
I've only watched the first 10 minutes of the movie, and I have to say, I absolutely adore the 2001: A Space Odyssey opening, where it just completely recreates the scene with the monkeys at the beginning of 2001 with little girls playing with dolls. And then Barbie is the monolith at the end. That is phenomenal. It's like a shot-for-shot recreation of Stanley Kubrick's 1968
That's cool.
movie.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just liked what was happening.
And so I was like, this is awesome. I'll show you the original one,
man.
because you'll appreciate it a lot more if you know where it came from. But so I was like, that's so cool. And then the movie starts, and I just felt like it was kind of cheesy. So I see where the critics came from, not giving her the nomination. I feel like it's a very run-of-the-mill comedic performance. I'm gonna be honest, it did not feel special. She was like playing she's just essentially playing like a regular character cartoon, like we've seen it in kids shows before, you know what I mean? I didn't feel like it was that special. I've only seen 10 minutes. It could have gotten better. You've seen the whole movie, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like maybe I have to watch past 10 minutes to make a better judgment?
I mean, not necessarily. I think the movie itself has some very there's some funny parts.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
For me, I was just looking for something funny.
I feel you.
So if you're looking for something funny, keep going. But
I have to.
There is a lot of cheesiness. There is a lot of like messages of, just a lot of messages, which is great.
You see, and that's where when you were asking me earlier about who makes these decisions at the Academy, it's not the type of people who are going to watch that movie and be like, this is a masterpiece. Like Christopher Nolan, like famously was like, I don't want to watch this.
About Barbie.
Yeah. So like, It's people like that. Like they don't care.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I don't think this. Yeah, I was like, I never pictured Barbie as a contender in the Oscars, other than maybe the not even the music. I mean, maybe the visuals to some extent because there's a lot of colors.
But it felt colors. That's like nothing, dude. Exactly.
I don't know. Is there one for color scheme?
Maybe like set design because it was
Set
so
design,
like.
yeah. Dude, my neighbor, by the way, was old neighbor in El Segundo, LA. He did movies.
That's what's cool about LA. Like you just have people who are involved in Hollywood everywhere.
Everywhere. It's crazy. That was my only tidbit there. But I was like, it was like for him, it was just like, yeah, it's my job to be like, I go set up movies. I was like, wow,
that's so cool. Yeah, I would love to just do something like that one day.
Yeah, man.
But it's awesome.
Hey, we never cheers, bro.
Did we not? We're almost done
that's
too.
Crime.
But yeah, we're almost done with this beer. I'm still enjoying it. It's an easy sipper. It tastes very good.
Sipper.
The 7.7 ain't hitting too hard today. At least not me. How about you?
Yeah. No, it's good. Not too bad. I think my enthusiasm about the conversation is like distracting from like the beer hits me.
That's possible.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's going well.
I'm kind of in tune with the combo.
Yeah.
Let's check in our guys real quick. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, you go for it.
You guys doing all right?
What you're doing here. But yeah, so we busted out a new Funko tonight. If you're watching on
can
video.
I lift them up real
We
quick?
got the little baby Yoda Grogu.
I saw it.
That's our boy.
I saw it. Yeah, dude.
It's a bobblehead Funko.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until tonight when I opened the box too.
Dude.
I had that thing sitting on my desk for I don't know how long now, and
Giancarlo was like, "Yo, should we put this on the table?" I'm like, "Is the table brown? Let's go. Let's do it,
dude." Yeah.
Oh, good stuff, man. What's funny about our conversations? There are moments where you and I are like really serious, like we're into it, and I love when we pull back and we're like, "Wait a minute, we're sitting next to some Funkos, we're drinking beer, a little reality check here."
Oh, that's for sure, dude. That's good. I like it. This is fun. If you like it, give us a thumbs up on YouTube.
Dude, you reach farther than that, dude. Give us a like and subscribe. Share.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Let's see it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Smash that like button.
All right. I feel like we've reached annoying territory. Let's pull it back a little.
Okay.
All right. What were we talking about?
You're right. Well, we were talking about a bunch of movies because that's what we do here. But we were talking about Killers of the Flower Moon, like the fact that it's like snubs, baby. Wait, say what snubs is. Tell the camera what snubs.
Snubs is just when a movie, an actress, an actor, a director, producer, whatever, don't get the recognition they deserve from the Academy for their work, and I feel that Killers of the Flower Moon had a couple snubs. Majority of people think Barbie did. I don't necessarily agree with that, just because I feel like it wasn't as it wasn't as a critical darling as people think it was. I feel like it really rode on the coattails of the whole Barbenheimer situation. What do you think?
In terms of making it to the Oscars?
In terms of, like getting the recognition it got, I feel like people like...
They're like, it has to.
It blew up in the box office because people were like, we have to watch both of them.
Because they came out at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. They had the same release date and everything. Like, and Christopher Nolan was upset about that.
Oh, I bet he was
so
pissed.
Yeah. But I think it ended up helping him, even if he won't admit it.
It's good marketing.
Yeah. The marketing was insane, so I think the movie ended up doing way better than it should have.
The thing I will say about Barbie is you have obviously some big actors. You also have Mark Ronson. I got to talk about the music guy. He's, He did, Amy's.
I love
Amy Winehouse, Valerie. So,
did he really?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ryan Gosling and then Mark Ronson is the music guy. So Mark Ronson, he made all the music, but he teamed up with Ryan Reynolds on that song "I Am Ken." And that they marketed.
You said Ryan Reynolds, or you mentioned?
Not Ryan Gosling.
What's up with all the names right now?
Well, no, so it's Ryan Gosling and then Mark Ronson. Those are the two names I'm trying to say.
Okay, there you go.
Not Ryan Reynolds, but that'd be something, man. If those two came into a movie.
Yeah.
But anyways, Mark Ronson's he's just a good promoter, dude. And so he marketed "I Am Ken" a lot, but I saw none of the songs outside of "I Am Ken."
Well, that got some kind of nomination too for best original song, I believe.
Which is not that great.
I haven't even heard it, to be honest with you.
Not that good of a song.
I don't.
It's so I don't know.
Weird.
It's so silly.
I really consider myself someone who pays attention to film, and past few years I haven't paid attention because there's not been a lot of stuff that's been catching my eye. This year actually was kind of surprising, where there was stuff I really wanted to see. But when something doesn't really catch my eye, like how Barbie was just like, whatever, I have no idea about. I haven't heard the songs. I watched the first 10 minutes only just because it's on Max, and I was like on my lunch, and I was like, what? Let me check this out real quick.
Barbie?
Yeah. So I just watched it because it was on Max. I was like, let me get a cute couple minutes in. I'll probably watch a couple minutes here and there until I end up finishing it, but I don't want to like sit down and watch it. I'm weird like that with movies. Like if I feel like it's like a really good movie, I'll sit down and watch the whole thing. If I'm just like, I kind of want to see what's going on here, I'll watch it in bits and pieces here and there.
Dude, I've for sure turned movies into episodes.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, we've talked about that too. I did that with The Irishman the first time I watched it through.
3-hour movie.
Yeah, but it's that's one of my favorite movies now too. A lot of people don't like it too. It didn't win anything at the Oscars, which is also a snub, but I think it's a great movie. There's a lot of errors, of course, a lot of mistakes in that movie. But the most famous of which being like the fact that the de-aging technology was like garbage.
So
and they
De
spent
Niro
so much doing it.
did not look younger.
No, he was playing like
when he was supposed to.
He was playing like 26, and he looked like he was at least 50, and he was actually like 70.
Did you say something like, dude, on YouTube made it like
some guy on
10
YouTube
times better?
De-aged him better than the freaking $1 billion Netflix technology they invested in.
Yeah, that's
Insane.
funny, man.
But yeah, that was a good movie. I highly recommend it if you like any type of mob movie or Martin Scorsese movies, or just like serious good dramas in general. It was a good movie.
Yeah,
a lot. Have you seen it?
You showed me parts. Didn't I fall asleep or something like that? Or
no, I was just clipping it for this one night, like I do. I just really I fall in love with clips of movies. I rewatch them over and over again.
I love trailers, man.
Yeah, see, similar
big trailer
concept,
guy.
Similar concept.
I'm so pissed when I don't make the trailers in the movie theater.
Yeah, I know. You always mention that.
Dude, no. If so there's been times where if I don't get the trailers, I don't want to see the whole movie.
Dude, you know what? I just realized. I was thinking
Careful hitting the table. It's okay.
You know what I just realized though? We were talking about snubs, talking about you getting into the movie theater, getting upset, and that reminded me when we were trying to rush into the Iron Claw.
Yeah.
Okay. Iron Claw didn't get a single nomination.
Oh.
How?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was a good freaking movie.
That's crazy.
That movie's way better than Maestro.
Very good. Oh yeah. 100%. So many
blown
ways.
Away. Even like Zac Efron's performance. What the heck, dude?
So nothing.
Nothing. Not a single one.
No category at all. Wow.
Disappointing. Good movie.
And that's locked in. Like we already know.
It's over for them.
Dang, dude.
The thing I was reading online was people said that A24 swept the Oscars last year, so they're kind of stepping back from the A24 thing this year.
Wait, what do you mean?
They just won a bunch of awards last year at the
Oscars.
Oscars. So they're kind of just like taking their distance.
So like it's too much of a given?
Yeah.
That's not cool,
That's
though.
not right. Yeah, because Zac Efron deserves his...
Yeah, don't take away...
He deserves
Give
his
his
flowers for that,
yo.
dude.
Yeah, exactly. Dang, dude.
I wonder if Nisha will grab us a beer if she hears us. Or if I'm going to have to get up and get a beer, please.
We love Nisha. Nisha helps us out all the time.
I don't know. We'll see in a few minutes if I have to get it, but it's all good.
Dang, what kind of beers do you think these guys would drink? Or
Don Vito would never drink a beer, dude. He's like a strictly wine and brandy.
Oh, really?
I would feel like that, yeah.
I think Buzz would drink a freaking heavy hitter, bro.
I was going to say he'd drink a truly iced tea.
Yeah. What the heck, dude? Don't say that about Buzz. I mean, no offense to someone that drinks truly iced teas, but, you know, like I think he would be drinking like...
I could see it.
Like a 10% stout.
Is it? Like, yeah, you know what? That's probably true because isn't...
I'm stuck in space.
Isn't he technically like... I don't know what exactly... I can't remember. Isn't it like Space Command is like kind of like a military branch? So he's probably...
Yeah, it's like a...
Buzz Lightyear of Space Command. That was the TV show, right? The cartoon.
Yeah, so, something like that. Yeah.
I feel like he would totally be like on the weekends. They'd be like, "All right, guys, let's hit the bar," and he'd just be getting plastered, right? Like he's like a Marine or something.
Or he would catch us by surprise and be completely sober.
I'm gonna get our beers. I'll be right back, dude. Enlighten the audience.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make our Funkos talk to each other.
Oh God.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Don't scare off the audience.
Man, I wish I had a joke ready for you guys. I'm just gonna staring contest.
No, don't.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh, my headphones.
Way to go, bro. So unprofessional. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here with us.
What are we doing?
I'm so bad at this. I gotta prepare our transition, dude. Okay.
I just didn't know if we were gonna have the beers delivered to us or not.
Yeah, we got spoiled for a while. All right.
I wanted to make sure the bottom of my glass is clean. It's not gonna be perfect, but
I do think it'd be fun to do a staring contest with a stranger.
stranger, like
Someone I don't know watching the video right now.
just uninitiated, just look at them.
Let's go. Ah, you won. Good job. Good job. Never know who you're interacting with.
That's true, dude. Ooh. That pours heavy. Please don't overflow on me.
Sip it, sip it, sip it, sip it, sip it, sip it. Nice.
So I got a little sneak peek of that, and I'm happy so far. Oh, dude.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna preface this by saying I did not realize this was such a heavy hitter.
What do you mean it's a heavy hitter?
9%.
Ooh.
9% pint. So we got a 9% pint of Business Oracle from Modern Times Beer, one of my all-time favorite breweries.
Yikes.
It's a hazy double India Pale Ale,
Okay.
60 IBUs.
What does that mean again?
The IBUs are the bitterness units.
Gotcha.
So it's
switch these out so they can figure out.
a little bit bitter. I like them bitter. So this one I think I'm going to enjoy. This is Nelson Mosaic and Citra hops, so we're going to definitely get some of that citrus flavor again. The Nelson's going to give us probably a little bit of like a dankness to it.
Okay.
So this actually matches, the description matches our episode discussing Maestro, because it says this is an artfully conducted symphony with aromas of lychee, guava, and tropical fruit. Just enough acidity to bring the whole shebang in for a landing.
Now. Come on, bro. Let's
All
cheers
right.
the can this
Cheers
time.
the can.
Empty can.
All right. Mine has a little bit still.
Yeah, mine too. That's
Got a nice thick head.
not a good feeling when you have like a sip in there.
Yeah. Got a nice thick head on both of our pours. The Spieglaus looking like some orange juice in there, dude, isn't it?
Yeah, bro.
Orange juice with the foamy head.
Heck yeah, dude. Come on. So, trippy image. Take a look at this, folks. I wonder if we could put, should we put the pictures of these like on the,
I'll try to figure that out.
because you know how we did it with last time with the QR code?
Oh yeah, I did do that.
Check out last episodes for QR code that may or may not have worked.
Spoiler alert.
So, what to say about this? Okay, well, drastic difference in color, obviously.
Huge difference.
This is like, to me, this is like a good, I like this color more.
I do too.
I don't like the dark colors.
Okay, so I have to very, very much be in the mood for a dark beer.
Okay.
So if it looks like that and I'm not feeling it, I'll be a little bummed. Like I said, I was enjoying it tonight. It was all right. That's a beer I reach for when the weather's cold.
Yeah. And the
Feeling
reason
cozy.
I want to say, just to build on what you're saying real quick, the reason I say that is because this is happy looking. Like, I don't know.
is.
It's just like that
cheerful.
yellow is like, yeah.
Dude, it's a symphony. What is
Right.
it? A symphony of aromas, dude.
Right. Yeah, dude. We picked these beers good tonight.
Oh, yeah. All right. I'm about to take a sip.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I do want to talk about, wait, never mind.
Talk about whatever you want to talk about, buddy.
Before I forget, I want to say California Love. I wonder if there's any homage to Dr. Dre and Tupac.
There has to be.
Has to be,
Guaranteed.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Because
You don't say that phrase without referencing that. Like, that's just implied.
That's kind of their thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm pretty sure
alright.
that was like
Which-
something they coined, you know what I mean?
Have you seen? We're gonna come back to this, but just real quick, have you seen Straight Outta Compton?
When it first came out, I don't remember much of it.
Okay, which it has Paul Giamatti.
Oh my
as-
God, I forgot it did.
He crushed it in that as that
I
role,
totally
as
forgot.
the evil manager.
Yeah,
you know, like the
That's just like, I feel like that was kind of his like role back in the day, like big fat liar type. Dude.
yeah. But he did good.
No,
He did good.
I don't remember the movie much, but I didn't even remember.
I
he was
just
in
watched it
That's
again
awesome.
recently, in parts, and like as episodic almost.
There we
And dude,
go.
I love it, man. It hits, dude. To me, it pulls back the curtain. But anyways, let's go back to these beers.
So, right off the bat, like you said, it's a joyful, happy, refreshing beer.
Very good.
Very bright.
good.
Like if you could describe a beer flavor as bright, this is bright. You know what I mean? It's sweet.
Love rhyming.
It's sweet. It's citrusy. This one's
It
citrusy
is.
as heck. The other one said it was gonna have some citrusy notes.
Is some pear in it? Pear? No.
Let's see. Let's take a.
All right. Lacing's good.
No, you're picking up on that lychee, dude. The lychee's strong in this one.
The what?
Lychee.
What is that?
It's a tropical fruit. It's like pink. It has like a hard shell, and you crack it open, and it's like a white ball. It's super sweet. Like it's so sweet, I don't really like it, but in this beer, it's good. I'm actually very bummed that Nisha can't hear us because she would enjoy this a lot. She must be asleep.
You're saying Nisha would enjoy this beer? Nisha would? Like this
unfortunate,
beer?
dude. It's unfortunate.
out.
She's out cold. Oh
Yeah.
Nisha, this beer has light
She's
cheese in it.
out.
It's a modern times beer with
She
light
can't
cheese.
be on the camera though.
Here, come here.
I
Anyways,
mean, she can be. She just doesn't want to be on the camera.
back to the discussion at hand. It's a good beer. It's very sweet, very bright. Like I said, I enjoy it. It's
Speaking of bright, these lights are very bright. Go ahead.
we're on camera and we have an entire like TV studio setup of
Yep.
lights over here. It's awesome. I like it. It feels good.
It's awesome. I like it. It feels good. I like. That's good. That's
Gotta
a
keep it
t-shirt.
brief, dude.
Keep going. Sorry, I interrupted, man.
I lost myself. I lost my train of
That was
thought.
awesome.
Anyways, yeah, I like it.
That's all you gotta say. I like it. That's a wrap.
It's a good beer. It has good lacing. The head was real nice. It's dissipating rather quickly, but it's still there, lingering. It got about a little, like less than an inch, but it's there. Like I said, it's super sweet. If you like tropical fruit, you'll love this one.
What you think, Nisha?
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Oh,
That's
her
pretty
voice
high.
is on camera or on mic.
Hopefully.
7 out
It
of 10.
picked up a
Oh,
little.
totally picked.
Heck yeah.
I'll find a way. 7 out of 10.
It's pretty good.
The Nisha meter says 7 out of 10. That's good.
It's very sweet though. I wish there was a tad
Really?
bit of hopping. That's just me though. Like
Yeah, I don't think
most
that's
people
sweet.
most people would love this thing. I just like really go for those hoppy flavors.
Yeah, you do.
But anyways, it's a good beer. Very good. I say 7 out of 10 as well.
Cool.
The last one I would say 6 out of 10.
I'm gonna say 7.5.
There you go.
I really like this beer.
I do too though. Don't get me wrong. It's hard
I
for
hear
me.
you.
It's hard for me to get above a 7 because I've had so many good beers.
I hear you. I have a harder time remembering those hoppy flavors, even though I know I like them, because you and I were vibing on that one.
Symphonic Chronic.
Symphonic Chronic, man.
It stole our heart, dude.
Yeah.
We were
yeah.
not expecting. That was a backup beer too. We weren't even expecting
We gotta
anything out
bust
of
those
that guy.
bad boys out again.
I think those are from Speedy Mart.
Yeah, dude, right down the street.
Yeah. we'll hit
Speedy
them up.
Mart.
Oh, tomorrow on the way home from the gym.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
You already know.
Wow. What was I talking about, dude?
We said I don't know, man. Well, here, I'll bring us back. Okay, so we're we're trying a new beer. I think we talked enough about the beer. Modern Times classic, brewery. We know Modern Times.
one of my favorites.
Let's dive into some movies real quick, man. Let's go back to Maestro real fast,
Yes, of course.
and we'll build off that. So going into Maestro, man, something I really, really liked, was the fact that there was going back to the strong start. I want to give them the flowers for the strong start, right?
Powerful beginning. I was so excited.
That scene where he's answering the phone.
Essentially the opening.
Yeah, the opening. He's like, "There's no rehearsal." I feel like that must have happened in real life.
Oh yeah, that had to be taken from something.
I'm pretty sure when I looked on Spotify, I heard a playlist, and in the playlist, the assumption, or like it kind of insinuated that was a recording of something that actually happened. So
Oh, interesting. That's cool.
I'm saying that kind of vaguely, but I was looking into that later, and if you're listening, look into that. So, but yeah, I think there's I think that line was in some way iconic. So I don't
But
know.
you see, I wanted more of that, where he's like going through the daily day-to-day of being a musician.
Yeah,
That's cool
right,
for a movie
right.
like this.
Dude.
And that's what I thought we were getting, because that scene was so cool.
Man, there's something about a person sitting there struggling, sitting at a piano. I love that, dude. I respect guitar so much, but when someone's sitting at a piano just defeated or upset,
Piano's hard, dude.
I think guitar's harder though.
I have no idea about music, but I just like that image is so ingrained.
I see what you're saying.
Societally. Like it is a thing that happens. People sitting at a piano, like you said, that image.
Dude, have you seen that picture of man, it's I forgot what it is. I'll come back to when I think of it. There's an image of a famous actor, and he's sitting there smoking a joint or something like that, or like a cigarette. I think it's a cigarette. But he's sitting there looking off like in the distance, thinking. He's sitting at an upright acoustic piano, and oh man, it's an actor you would know.
I'm trying to think. I'm not sure.
It should have been such an easy delivery right now, but I lost it,
We're
dude.
extending it.
It would have been cool because it would have been someone everyone probably really like. It's a big actor, and
I feel ya.
I just can't remember the name. So whatever. But moving on. All that to say, we like pianos.
Yeah.
We like pianos up in here.
I can't play it.
Dude, you could if you wanted to. I think everyone could. It's to me, it's the easiest instrument to learn. 100%. It's not hard. That's why I chose it.
Yeah. You're
Anyways,
very good at it, though.
Well, thank you. But the thing is, once it's like learning a Rubik's Cube. Once you learn the algorithm, you know.
Algorithm.
I mean, it's really simple.
No, it's
But
cool.
anyways, man, what instrument would you want to learn if you could learn one?
I would learn piano now. I used to want to really learn guitar, but pianos are sick. I think the music, the capabilities of being able to play piano is cool, just in like relation to being able to like score a film and stuff.
Well,
awesome.
that's exactly. It's for scoring purposes, for composition purposes. Piano is like what you use.
Yeah,
So,
100%.
Man. So yeah, man, that scene. So did Bradley Cooper learn? He must have learned a lot of piano, maybe.
I feel like
don't
he might have
know.
known it already. He was talking about how like composing was something he was always interested in. So I feel like he might be
cool.
musically minded. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's cool. I
Yeah.
like that you put musically minded because that's a thing.
Yeah, for sure it is. Because I'm not.
You don't feel that way?
No, I mean, I know a lot about like random, really good popular songs because of like how much movies I watched, how many movies I watched. Like I feel like I've learned about music through film.
Okay.
So
Oh, that's beautiful, dude.
yeah, so
Oh, cheers to that, buddy.
Tarantino and Scorsese are very infamous for their pop music usage in films. Like if you listen to soundtrack for Reservoir Dogs or Pulp Fiction, so many insane songs in
Well,
there.
I was about to ask you what movie do you think has the best soundtrack in your opinion?
So I don't know about best, but I listen to the Reservoir Dogs and the Pulp Fiction soundtracks all the time. I just listen to them because they're good music.
Which one do you think has the best soundtrack for working out?
That's hard. I don't know. I don't really listen to any of those for working out. I tried to listen to the Pulp Fiction one to work out the other day. It was kind of
Did you really?
It gets slow here and there.
I was trying to listen to Maestro while I was doing some studying.
that's cool.
Some of Bernstein's work.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's a little too intense.
It gets intense.
It can get intense.
I was listening to the On the Waterfront one after I figured out that he did that, and I can feel the scenes happening.
Yeah,
That's
the
the
dynamics.
talent, though.
That's
and
dynamics,
that's what I'm
dude.
saying, and they didn't show that this
Yeah.
man was capable of that. But
Yeah.
like, if you just listen to one of his, I didn't listen to the West Side Story, but if it's anything similar to the On the Waterfront one, I can like picture the scene in my head perfectly. Like he has the
Yeah.
emotion of the scenes, the intensity is there, the complexity of what's happening on camera is in his music.
It's so
That is
close.
insane.
When I said it's so close, I mean, they had like this
The vibe.
very good setup. And it was so close to what like you were hoping the movie would be.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
We kind of lose it. Yeah. Dang, dude, that's rough, man. Are there any other movies that you can think of that like started off strong like that and faded? I'm sorry, I'm talking.
Oh no, I don't know. That's a good one. I feel like movies usually start off slow, go the opposite, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know.
It sucks when they fade out, man. That's
Yeah,
bummer.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But going back to the music,
Yeah,
I was
man.
listening to Oppenheimer soundtrack the other day. The
Yeah.
score.
Yeah.
Ludwig, I don't know how to say his last name, Gordonson, something like that. He did The
Oh,
Mandalorian
yeah.
also,
Yeah.
and he worked with. He produces a lot of Childish Gambino stuff actually, or he used to.
What?
Yeah, they were friends from like when he used to score Community and all those TV shows. And
Oh,
stuff.
you've
Yeah.
told me that. That's cool.
But anyways, now he's the best freaking composer out there, like next to Hans Zimmer and whatnot. But anyways, dude, there's this song called I think it's Fusion on the album for Oppenheimer. Oh my god, it's so good.
I'll have to go back.
You
and
have to listen to it. It's so well. You have to. We have to watch Oppenheimer together. You
Yeah.
haven't seen it yet. I've seen it. I love it. It's a great movie. But the music on its own is so cool.
I
If you're
wish
like
we didn't
thinking
have-
about the concept.
If we didn't have like issues with copyright, I'd bust that out right now.
Yeah,
dude.
no,
Like,
Fusion is a good one, and it's just like you can hear stuff happening that it makes sense with the topic. Like the way he plays with the sounds is really cool.
yeah, I'll check this guy out. I know the name. I know who you're talking about. Need to explore it some more. Man, there's so many wonderful composers. I actually played in church. My worship leader, his name was John Weinglass. First of all, how sick of a name is that?
What is it?
John Weinglass.
Oh, that is sick.
Dope.
Yeah.
This guy is a multi-Emmy award. I'm pretty sure multi-Emmy award-winning composer.
That's cool.
He makes songs for like shows and.
Yeah.
But dude, man, he's so cool, so down to earth. But when you I wonder what he would think of this movie Maestro, because I've like that word Maestro is not like that's no light word.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's a big word.
And that is exactly why I feel like if they had named it something else, or if they had gone a different route with like who it was about and everything. Anyways, I just feel like it didn't live up to the title. I guess that's my
we're really
gripe with it.
hitting that right now. I feel you.
Because it is a good movie. Do not get me wrong.
I agree with you, man. Because we don't want to take away from the fact that it is good. I get you.
Very good.
But I like that you mentioned the Maestro thing, because that in the musical terms, like
It's
you
powerful.
said, it means something.
It means a lot.
It means you're freaking good.
Oh yeah, and the man clearly was good.
Yeah.
Leonard Bernstein, he was clearly good,
Yeah.
and they don't touch on it as much as they should.
Do you think they're going to make a sequel?
To that movie? No way.
I'm just playing.
No way.
I was joking, but that would be interesting to see, like the try one more time. Maestro 2.
Return of Bernstein. Revenge of the Bernstein.
The second half is good this time. Dang, dude. Oh man. What's another movie that has a good score? I feel like it's very fitting to talk about.
There Will
some
Be Blood
scores.
is cool. You ever seen that?
Dude, that movie.
I saw that in the light, dude. Evan just bit, dude, across the whole
What if that just
kitchen.
went in your beer? Would you have stuck with it, or?
I would have ignored it. I have to.
All right, I would have been like, all right, let's keep it fair. You can spit in my beer. There Will Be Blood. My roommates in they're like the best friends, man. They told me to watch There Will Be Blood, man. They were like, yo, you watch this, but you're gonna watch
fantastic.
Watch it by yourself.
Oh yeah, it's a very like lonely movie if you think about it that way.
I watched it by myself at like 10 p.m. at night.
Sounds like a great time.
It blew my mind.
Yeah, it sounds like a fantastic time. I wish I could rewatch that movie for the first time at 10 o'clock at night by
Oh
myself.
man. Well, you know what we'll do sometime is we'll each get our own TV and we'll watch that. And
No, we can put it on together. Don't worry.
okay.
I'll
All
ignore
right.
you.
All right. We'll just pretend we don't know each other.
There you go.
No, I
Empty
would love to watch that one. I really want to watch Gangs of.
Gangs in New York.
Yeah, I want to see
It's
that
a good
one.
movie.
Let's watch
Daniel
that one.
Day-Lewis, yeah, I like it. I think I own it. I think I have it on my Vudu account, so we can watch it anytime.
Oh, let's freaking go.
Yeah.
Let's freaking go.
I love Daniel Day-Lewis. I think he's like retired now though, but
Is he really?
he claims he's retired. But that's what I was about to say. Is Martin Scorsese was giving or receiving an award of some kind, or I think he was giving it to Daniel Day-Lewis, some kind of lifetime achievement award or something. And he said maybe we'll get to do another one together soon.
Oh, that would be cool.
That'd be insane. That'd be so cool. So Martin Scorsese is going to do a Jesus movie this year at some point.
Like Jesus Christ?
Yeah. So that would be a second Jesus movie because he did the Last Temptation of Christ in the 80s with Willem Dafoe playing Jesus. What a concept, am I right? Have you seen it?
No.
It's cool. Yeah, I like it. The Catholic Church had a big issue with it when it came out because he portrayed Jesus too humanly, I guess. Which Jesus
like with sin and stuff, or what do you mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He had a lot of struggles. The movie was called The Last Temptation of Christ. Anyways, he had a lot of sinful struggle and blah, 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 blah. It was a good movie. And I think it was a cool depiction. Martin Scorsese is known for being a Catholic. Like, he wasn't trying to be like some kind of provocative person with this movie.
Yeah.
Anyways, he's filming
Yeah.
a Jesus movie this year. He wants it to be more like, he said he's going to film it towards the end of this year. He wants it to be more like down to earth and realistic about what it is or whatever. But after that, his next film is going to be The Wager, which is like a pirate movie. Imagine Daniel Day-Lewis in a pirate movie,
Whoa,
dude.
Perfect, dude.
Isn't it? So I'm hoping that's what he's alluding to.
Is that stash of his real?
Oh, yeah. Because he has it as the butcher in Gangs in New York, and he has it as Daniel Plainview in There Will Be Blood. Like, oh, I want that stash.
Man, I wonder what that does for your emotions when you gotta like really dive into those different characters.
I heard it messes them up, man.
It's got it.
The, what's it called? The
You gotta have a therapist.
method
on
acting.
tap.
Method acting.
Yeah.
I heard that messes with them.
Even if you're not method acting though, like just no matter what, you have to act like
Well, what's his
something
name?
you're not. You know.
The guy, Heath Ledger, when he did the Joker, that was like when he was dying, when he died. People were said that he got like way too into it.
Is that what made him die?
I don't know.
Or
I think
influenced?
it's like implied that it might have had something to do with it because he got too into his character. I don't know. That's a performance of a lifetime, though.
Very good. Yeah, very good. Very good. Yeah, I remember like the accolade. Obviously, the accolades are still there, but like
Yeah.
that was right off the bat. Like he was just talked about. Like,
Oh, yeah,
did he win an
immediately.
Oscar for it?
I don't know because he was already dead too when it came out.
Yeah,
like he
did they
died
give
during
him
the
an
filming.
honorary?
I'm not sure.
Oh, he died during the filming.
I'm pretty sure. I was too young. That was 2008.
From a drug overdose?
I believe so. Oh man, bro. I haven't visited that much because I was young when it happened, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it did come out. It's crazy to think about how long. I remember going and seeing the first Batman Begin. Like,
Batman Begins. I remember
with
that too,
Cillian
in
Murphy.
theaters. Yep. He was the Scarecrow.
Full circle. Very good.
Yeah. So, Dark Knight, I remember very vividly as being a movie where I first noticed the appeal of the image on screen. So it's 2008. So I was 11 years old. And I remember being like, something about this movie is so stunning and beautiful, but I couldn't put my finger on it because I was so young. Looking back, like once I started getting into film, I realized how much of a impact that movie had on me, just given the fact that Christopher Nolan was able to put that thought into my head when I was 11 and not thinking about that type of stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had not watched like a movie and dissected it that way and up until that point. And Christopher Nolan did that to me at 11 years old.
Wow.
That's powerful. So he is a talented director. He really is. Because I had grown up on some of my favorite movies of all time now. Like I always watched The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly growing up. All those spaghetti westerns. I watched Godfather like way too young just because my dad is like obsessed with that type of movie and stuff. So I'd seen all these really good movies, but for some reason it was The Dark Knight that really piqued my interest into cinematography and how good an image could look. I just remember being like, this movie looks really good. I wish all movies looked like this. Like to this day, I remember that thought in my head.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was about it.
That's powerful, dude. No, man, if a movie sits with you like that, you own it. I do remember seeing The Dark Knight, man. Like that to me.
Heath Ledger's performance, the first time you see it too, is just like, what happened? Yeah. Man, what a well-directed movie.
Yeah, it makes me want to see. I've never seen another Heath Ledger movie though. Have you?
Yes, Lords of Dogtown. Have you seen that?
No.
Dude, Lords of Dogtown is sick.
Movie day.
Yeah, that's
Time
a good
for
movie.
movie day.
I think that's the only one I've seen besides that.
Too many movies to watch though, man.
Too many, way too many. I have such a long list of movies.
Have
to
you
watch.
seen that? Dude, what's it called? It's with Aubrey Plaza. You have the guy who plays Nick in New Girl. It's the time traveling movie.
I haven't seen it.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I have a feeling I know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
it's so good, dude. I love that movie.
My brain's going to the Andy Samberg movie where he repeats a day over and over again. Palm Springs, have you seen that?
That's
all
funny.
That was a good one.
It was pretty
hilarious.
good, but this one's more witty, more creative.
Oh, okay.
Like I think it's a little bit more. It's an independent film.
That's where it's at right now. I'm so
yeah,
over the studio.
Andy-
I always say this. I'm over the studio stuff.
Forget the studio stuff, dude. Cheers, bro. Cheers.
Cheers to that.
You got better lacing this time.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
Oh man. Anyways, what else is on your mind, bro?
I could talk movies forever. As
I know
can
you
tell,
could.
So
I know you could.
I don't know. How long have we been going?
You
Do
want
we
to arm
even know?
wrestle?
On camera for the first time? Let's do it real quick.
All right, let's go.
Let's see, Evan. Don't knock over anything today, though.
Okay, ready? 3,
2, 1.
Go. I can't
Go.
believe we're doing this. Hold on.
Are you not ready?
Hold on, ready, hold on.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
All right, let's go. You're stronger than I thought, dude. You're strong,
Are we
man.
both clicking on the table?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's fair. I win, dude.
Yo, nice work, dude.
Heck yeah. You're strong, though, dude.
You're just saying that.
No, I know you're like faking it at the gym now. You could do like double the weight you do, dude.
Wait, dude, you just kicked my butt, bro. What are you talking about?
You're still stronger than I thought you were just based off the weight you do at the gym.
All right, I'll take it. I'll take
Excuse
it.
me. Is it okay if I burp and then apologize? Does that make up for it?
I mean,
Excuse myself.
I kind of like the burps because it's like I want to count them. I want to see how many.
I've been trying to hold back so hard for so long.
What's funny
now.
is every time you burp directly into the mic. You're like, here
when
we
I
go.
can't when I can't stop it, I just try. I'm just like, I gotta embrace it then.
Yeah. Some people are into that, dude. ASMR.
Hey, some of our burp videos.
Yeah, check me. I'm just gonna burp real quick.
Dude, these mics are nice. That sounded cool. People would go to sleep to you whispering like that, Evan. Isn't that creepy?
Huh? Wait, what'd you say?
I said people would go to sleep to you whispering like that, dude. That ASMR, it was very satisfying.
Oh, dude, what a concept, man. ASMR is crazy. Sorry, I don't know why.
It took you a while to process.
No, I was like falling asleep to what I just said.
You were falling asleep to what I was saying.
I know, for real. No, I was thinking. I think I was also thinking about like what ASMR really is. I was like, wait a minute, what is ASMR, dude?
What does it stand for?
It's crazy. I don't know, dude. I love it, man. Our tail end of our second beer conversations are the best, dude.
Or are they the absolute worst? They're just like having a great time.
Anything else you want to add about the movies, man?
I think we covered Maestro pretty extensively. If you want to see some more detailed explanation about it, I'll be posting a blog. By the time this is out, the blog should be out as well.
Yeah,
like I said, link will be available at the bio on the Instagram at Flicks on Tap. So you can check that out. Check out our videos, our podcasts, everything there. We're going to be exploring a lot more movies. Our watch list is currently on there. That's subject to change at any given time just based on absolutely nothing. But our watch list is on there so you can kind of get a preview of the types of stuff we're going to watch.
Yeah.
We're trying to stick to award movies at the moment. So we're watching...
Oscar season. So
we're watching Anatomy of a Fall tonight, which looks like a good time. We're trying to plan a time for Oppenheimer upcoming so Evan can check that out for the first time. I'll be going in for my second view, so hopefully I'll have a little bit more of a nuanced approach to it. After that, I would love to try to watch Poor Things, I think it's called. Poor Things. The Emma Stone, Mark Ruffalo, Willem Dafoe, Rami Youssef. That movie looks awesome, and it looks strange as heck. So I'm excited.
Yeah,
it looks super strange.
The description is cool.
Yeah, it's absurd looking.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that looks really cool. After that, I'm kind of trying to dive into some anniversary movies.
Yeah. What do you mean by that? I think I know what you mean, but what do you
So
mean?
for the viewer, the listener, I'm hitting up Pulp Fiction. It's turning 30 this year. So we're watching Pulp Fiction. That's one of my inspirations for getting into cinema in general. Maybe Terminator.
Yeah. Oh, because 20 years.
40, dude.
Oh, 40. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
that was off.
So some anniversary movies thrown in there, and then just some
Pulp
all around.
Fiction's 40?
30.
30.
Terminator's 40.
Okay, still
Yeah.
30 is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're trying to get some good movies in. We're trying to get some classic movies in. We're trying to get some anniversary movies in. We're trying to get the awards movies in. And then we want to hear from you. What movies do you guys want us to review? We'll watch pretty much anything as long as it doesn't look like complete garbage can. Go to the link once again. There's a Google form in there. You can tell us exactly what you want to watch.
Man, use that form.
Please. I don't know if anyone's used it because do I get a notification or how does that work?
Good question. You probably get some kind of email.
Okay.
But let's double check just in case. You know what I mean?
We'll figure it out eventually.
You said as long as the movie doesn't look like complete garbage.
Yeah. I don't know. We might watch it even in that case just to talk about it.
Why not, dude? We gotta watch The Room, bro.
I was thinking the exact same thing. You read my mind, dude. I was about to just hit you with oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Yeah.
We'll watch anything, actually. We're actually kind of garbage cans here, so.
We are. Cheers to that, sir. What? Dude, I'm still thinking about ASMR, man. You got me thinking, like.
Don't think too hard, dude.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sometimes when I think too hard when I'm drinking beer, it, like, counteracts each other and creates this really weird polarization that we don't like. Like, it's just not good. And then it causes me to sit here like this.
Yeah, I know. You've kind of been doing that, actually. I'm glad you're aware.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been doing that? Like last time,
for the past few seconds, I'm saying you've kind of been, like, zoning out while I'm talking.
No, you know what? Okay, I gotta tell you something, man. I gotta tell you something, bro. I was also thinking about, like, what movies. Like, I was just thinking about stuff.
Hit us with a movie. Just hit me with a title.
Okay. I got you.
Take it too long.
I was just trying to think of the names. Hit it with the title. Goonies.
Okay, that's cool. I'm down.
Good.
Random title.
You go.
From me, Rio Bravo.
Good. Never seen it. I never heard of it. Let's go. Sandlot.
You're hitting me with these, like, 80s movies. And I'm just hitting you with, like,
You're hitting me with movies that
really obscure things. Le Samurai.
Oh, okay.
French movie.
Well, let's do Incredibles.
Ooh, that's cool. All right, so see, we're hitting everything.
Heck
on
yeah,
there.
dude.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
Credibles is good. Thank you.
Cool. All right, guys. I think we've been talking for way too long.
Yep.
If you disagree with us, that's awesome. Go back and watch our old videos. Or our old podcast videos, whatever. We only have 2 videos up as of now. As of tomorrow, we'll have 3 up. So congratulate us for finally getting our stuff together. Let's high five to that. All right, guys. Have a great night.
Peace.
Find these beers somewhere. And remember to beer happy.
Beer happy.
That's not going anywhere. Peace.
Peace.